What's up, people? Welcome to my gaming channel. Do I look like a Mortal Kombat player? I look like somebody that plays Mortal Kombat, right? Well, we're here to discuss. Well, first off, man, welcome to my channel. This is something that, I'm just trying to do it, add in my 2 little cents to the FGC community. So, welcome. This is kind of like an intro video, but at the same time, let's hurry up and jump into the beef. Because things have been juicy around the FGC. All right. So recently there was a beef between Sikander and Sonic Fox, if you want to call it a beef. There's just so much to be said about Mortal Kombat and the people that play it. Of all the video games, fighting games out there, there's something that Mortal Kombat fans need to know, in case you don't know it already. We, look at me in this mask. We are the most mentally ill community that is out there, hands down. I've interacted with Street Fighter people and people that play Tekken. It's a totally different experience, man. It's like talking to people at the Harvard Library as opposed to talking to people on Skid Row. And Mortal Kombat people are the Skid Row people. Like the Tekken people would be the people you found at Harvard's library. That's just how bad. And I've heard this from Tweety. He's talked about tournaments and whatnot he's been to, and he does not give a very good opinion of the people that play Mortal Kombat who he meets at tournaments. They stink. They're not they're not kept up very well. Their conversation is not too intellectual. Their teeth and their breath are bad. Often their clothes are dingy. We are the lowest of the low. And to be honest with you, many tournament scenes don't want us around. So that's something that I think MK people have to kind of admit to. When it comes to this beef, if that's what you want to call it, between Sonic and Sikander, I think it's stupid. Because at the end of the day, this is a video game, people. It's a goddamn video game. Like, really? Like, some people talking about meeting up. Like, if you actually sit up and you got a beef with somebody over a video game and you talking about you want to meet up and fight, um, stop making it seem that video games is your thing. You're just using video games as a cope for a deeper mental issue. And the sad and unfortunate reality about the video game Mortal Kombat is that it's a landing zone for mentally ill people. It just is. And this is not just me talking crap and talking bad about the community that I'm part of. If you go to Twitch, many people will hashtag their mental illness underneath their video description. I've seen everything from schizophrenia to autism. Foxy Grandpa labels his channel often ADHD if you look into the hashtags and descriptions. So, whatever this beef is, I understand Sikander's anger only from one angle. Before the final combat, I think NetherRealm done something that was real stupid, and they could get a potential lawsuit for collusion by altering Cyrax. You remember they altered Cyrax. They brought back the old Cyrax, the beta Cyrax, and then they immediately took him out after the tournament was over. I think that was just so illegitimate. Even though Sonic didn't use him, I just think that was, you just don't do that. You just don't do it. And see, that's the problem that I think a game like MK is having. Too much pro player input. Too much pro player input. There's just too much of it. The average person that plays these games is just an average scrub. I hate to say it, but if you're really good, you have to just adjust and adapt to the things that the studio does to draw in average scrubs. Another thing is that too many people watch the game and don't play it. So when they talk about people being scrubs, many of the people they call scrubs, they probably couldn't even beat them. When it comes to Sikander, and I guess I'll go ahead and address this guy, both of them. Sikander is mentally ill. Anybody that wishes death on another person over a video game, I don't get you people. I can't really rock with you. The reason why they say he won't show up for a tournament is because he'll probably end up getting his whipped. Fill in the blank. A person that sits up there and says, I hope you die, and he himself has a dead father, I hope you die. And he actually says that. And to me, there are certain words that you just don't play with. Like, I wouldn't even play with anybody like that. Like, I hope you die. To me, that just speaks volumes of your character. I really wouldn't hang out. I don't think I'd hang out with a person like that. Not me. Like, that alone tells me a lot about you. And man, you can't always tell that every man is same-sex attracted by whether or not he talks feminine or whether or not he switches. To me, men who are weakly principled, I put them underneath sweet guys. Like the type of guy that will lick his tongue out and jump up and down in your face if he wins. And then the type of guy that will complain about the game, cry all over the place, moan and groan, and just, act like a big hot ghetto mess. Like the type of dude who's so weak in the head, if somebody does a brutal or a fatal against you, you can't even look at it. To me, not only is that weak, but that's a person who really can't even separate the fake world from the real one. Your values and your perception of reality is way too much into a screen. Like a mofo can beat me 5 times in a row and brutal me every time. Dude, hit the X button and let's play again. Like, I don't need to turn my head away. I don't need to get up and go into the other room while you do this fatal. I would probably just complain that if we were playing offline, man, come on, bro, let's get to the next fight. If I said best 5 out of 7, once you get to 5, fatal me then. But I would probably just get mad because you're wasting time and you're making the fight longer than it has to be. I wouldn't be so bent out of shape and my feelings are so hurt that I need to turn away from the screen. And I wouldn't never talk about anybody's parent if my very own dad was dead. I just wouldn't. Like, when it comes to Sonic, I just look at Sonic as a goofy, openly, he's open with his lifestyle. He's goofy. And he's silly. And I think I can wrap up NetherRealm Studio Mortal Kombat fans in one little story before I leave. There's a guy named Six Arakeen. Everybody sits on his channel whenever he screams Mortal Kombat, and they say, you can't beat Sonic, you can't beat Sonic, you can't beat Sonic. I bet you can't beat Sonic, you scrub. And then when Sonic is into it with somebody out here, people start trying to throw Sonic under the bus. I've heard people say they hate MK11. When MK11 was out, they hate breakaways, they hate crushing blows, they hate interactables, can't stand Jackie Briggs, Cabal, Centurion, and then the very second a new game comes out, I want MK11 back. It was the best thing in the world. These people, these Mortal Kombat people are never satisfied. They're going to find something else to bitch about. I mean, you just are. It is the bitchiest and most mentally ill of the FGC communities. But anyway, man, I'll be bringing more sinister commentary, and I'll probably upload a little bit of my gameplay. And I will be bitching about a few things pertaining to this game that I don't like. But honestly, I will say this. I love the game. I play the game all the time. Not just all the time, but a whole lot. And at the point at which the game became uninteresting, at the point at which the game became boring, at the point at which I did not like the game no more, I'm not relying on a silly ass game to make me happy and be the source of my contentment. I'll just find something else to play. There's literally 10 million other games. Stop blaming a video game for your own pathetic piece of garbage misery. Anyways, come on, man. Ghostface waiting room. Let's get it in. I'm out.